The first of the afternoon at Turffontein on Sunday is a cracking race. Really, really strong form for quite a few horses, and your two are definitely right up there with them.
Yeah, a lovely race, Andrew. Obviously, I think most of these horses would be looking towards the juvenile race on July Day, and this serves as a very nice preparation. Yeah, I think both of mine will be competitive. Both have done nothing wrong. Put on the red light, run in the nursery was actually very good. He made eye-catching late progress. Obviously was a bit sharp for him. And Treat Tumbo, he's got a lot in his favour. Yeah, it's just a matter of which form lines are going to come to the fore. There are a couple of horses from the other yards that I respect, but my two are in good order, and they've both got chances.
You know, my two horses I think will be well course and distance suited. Battle of Trafalgar, maybe slightly disappointing last time out, but you know that first run was very impressive, and he's out of Gibraltar Blue who stayed a mile no problem, and we feel that's where he's headed, so he must have a massive shot. And Ashbal, he's run some good races behind some decent horses, ran third to a Group 1 winner, so that's good form. He's definitely not out of it.
So these two horses would presumably be looking at Greyville on July Day?
Well, that's the point of using this race. It'll give us a good indication of their ability.
All right, the second race is very much similar to the first race. An escape to victory and magnificent run last time out. Victoria Paige, well, for a debut, it was sensational coming from where she did. I know maybe you said that race could actually flatter her, but it was an extraordinary run. Speaking to Dr. Ashley Parker, he was beside himself with that run.
I was obviously very pleased with that run, and it was a very good effort. Obviously, you know, people get a bit carried away on the day when they pass comments, but this filly's a good filly, there's no doubt about that. She's had a little break, so she may just need this run, but I expect her to be finishing this race off very strongly. Escape to victory, I think, is crying for the extra ground. She's got a good draw, and she gets a pull at the weights, which will help. But once again, very competitive race. You've got fillies here with feature form, and we have to respect that.
Okay, and the same might be said as far as the fillies are concerned, with both Morsul and Palace of Dreams, who has her first start for you.
Yeah, Morsul, also we're just running her to see where we are with her ability-wise. I can't make any estimations of how she's going to run. And then Palace of Dreams, first run for the stable, we're going to learn a lot. She's progressed really nicely in her work at home. Does have some temperamental issues, but hopefully she can behave and run a nice positive race.
Matches, as always, thanks for your time. Just the three on Sunday. You start off with KAYLA'S champ. Very good win last time out.
Yes, Andrew, she is an improving sort of filly. We think she will win a few more races. Tough race on Sunday, a good bunch of juvenile fillies. So just like to see where she's at, and if she can keep up with this bunch, then maybe we could think of a feature race. But she could run a place.
There can only be one. Made a sparkling debut.
Yeah, she was probably unlucky not to win that race. Having said that, this might be a little bit stronger than that race was. I do believe that she probably would enjoy the mile and maybe a bit more, but she's got a good draw, she's in good order, and she has an each way chance.
Moving on to race 3, Anton Marcus climbs aboard the Tarry filly for the very first time. She makes her debut.
Yeah, she's shown us some nice work, Andy. She does have a horrible draw, so depending on how the race works out, we need a bit of luck, but she's a quality filly.
Excellent. First leg of the pick 6, we see Lyle aboard Immeasurable.
Yes, he's a nice big colt. We've had to give him a little bit of a break. We're hoping that he doesn't need the run here. There's a few fit hard knockers in the race. Couple of juveniles as well with form. So I think he'll be hopefully competitive.
Jet Power, he's been running a bit better, running close up. He could run at the back end of the quartet.
Okay, then on to Bienvenue and Last of a Legend. Since his gelding, Bienvenue has been a model of consistency. He's always been a very talented horse, and Last of a Legend you've also had a high regard for.
Yeah, Bienvenue seems to be getting better with time, and I think he's probably only going to have his best season next year. He's doing very well. He's got a good draw. I think the course and distance is obviously fine for him. Last to the Legend, a little disappointing in his last two outings. I do think he's a better horse than that. And once again, nice coupling. They should both be competitive.
And then on to Apache 2 in race 5.
Yeah, he ran a nice race last time. I actually thought he was a little unlucky. I think he'll be well suited to this course and distance as well, and he must have a big chance.
Okay, then one of the very last Vodacom Durban July trials with all of Captain and Master, Royal Italian and Shenanigans doing duty for you.
Yeah, I think it's a big ask for all of my horses. I mean, I would think a horse like Hero's Honor would be the right horse here, maybe Barahin. But otherwise, it's a very competitive race. Captain and Master, he's really had me pulling my hair out, especially with distance. I'm not too sure what his distance actually is. But if he doesn't give us a sparkling run here, I'll probably be forced to geld him for the new season. But he is in good order. Shenanigans, I thought his last run that the inner track wouldn't suit him. I think he's going to be a lot more competitive here. And based on the form lines, he shouldn't be far off at the weights. So there's a good chance this horse could just get into the mix. Royal Italian's out at the weights in quite a big way. I just want to drop him out and see if he can finish off strongly.
Two quality individuals. Barahin obviously quite short in the market for the Vodacom Durban July. And Anton Marcus has been telling everybody, wait for the Jubilee, wait for the Jubilee, and then we'll see exactly where we stand for the July, obviously with the rising sun coming up as well. Cracking trials all around.
Yeah, cracking trials, and you just got to bear in mind that Barahin is coming off a layoff, so this is purely a prep for the July. You know, if he can run in the top 3 or 4, finishing very well, we'll be extremely happy because we'll know that he'll improve plenty and be in a great place for the big race. You know, at his rating, he's run to some very impressive horses like National Park and Awam, so he should have a few points in hand, and that's something to be considered when he runs in the July. His prep for this race has gone well. Obviously, he had a hiccup after the Classic and he had to be rested, but since then it's gone well. He is pretty fit and hopefully he can run a decent race.
And the Dazzler, he's as fit as a robber's dog.
Yeah, listen, no short of fitness there. Has a nice draw, and you know, also a top 5 finish for him will go down as a very good run.
On to what may well be one of the strongest pinnacles you'll see for quite some time with Legal Eagle, Redberry Lane, Tilbury Fort and Wonderwall, all representing Team Tarry.
Yeah, obviously this is my July trial. The two horses, I've decided not to go with the orthodox prep run. They're both in a good space, obviously Tilbury and Legal. Both not that well drawn and should be running on strongly from off the pace. Redberry Lane, also a prep run for the Garden Province. She should obviously be right up there. She's not out of it at the weights, especially with the claim. She actually becomes one of the better weighted horses in the race. Wonderwall's in good order. He's having his fourth run as a gelding. Good draw. Yeah, I'd imagine Wonderwall would be, this is a race he would be going out to win where the others may be prepping. But it's a competitive race all the same. Yeah, let's see what happens.
He's a decent sort and has really good form. His best form is Group 1 level. So, you know, I don't think he can be discounted, especially the fact that he has turned the corner at home, and I think he's really working well. So I'll be really disappointed if he doesn't run a good race.
Towards the Sun, 2 very good runs, and last start, according to the computer form, reported to be lame.
Yeah, she dried up. Obviously nothing serious, but we did give her a little bit of time. She's come back. She's a maiden running against winners. She may just need this outing. All the same, she shouldn't be far off them.
Nawasi.
Yes, she's had 3 runs for us, all in the money. Last run was a very good run. She ran second. I think a little bit of improvement on that. She must go close to winning.